All right, Dad, since I can't get you on the phone. This wall, when you first walk in the front door here, you're kind of in a living area that's a big rectangle with the fireplace on one end. That's the wall I'm assuming you guys are talking about. That is definitely a load-bearing wall. When you look at it, you got a thick, it's that 2x6 or whatever you want to call it, that goes into that kitchen. You do have clearly some waving in the floor here, just as with the house being an old house settled, but I did notice some cracks around the foundation outside when I walked around it. And this is clearly an addition that's a lot newer. Outside, overall, the siding and stuff looked pretty good. This addition has vinyl siding on it. The rest of it's stucco. There's some cracks throughout on the stucco, and definitely some spots down around the ground where the concrete has cracks in it from settling and whatnot. But this portion that has vinyl siding on the outside wall is missing some vinyl siding too that blew off or something. This all structurally looks pretty good just to walk around though. And this is what she said was used as a dining room, but it has a little closet in here, so this was technically a bedroom at one time. And then there's just a kind of a, you just have to put some more wire shelving in or something to make it an actual clothes closet again. But cute little house though, but definitely got some stuff to be done if your wife's picky at all with finished stuff. I'm just walking around. This is that other side of that wall from the living room. And this is a small kitchen. It is definitely not big. And just kind of some, I mean, there's a lot of little just tacky cracks and sloppy paintwork stuff where you'd probably, if your wife was going to have it repainted, you might spend a little bit of money and have somebody come and reshoot a coat of orange peel on the walls or something just to help clean it up, because it does have a lot of, you know, when you're looking at it at an angle, lots of repairs and patch jobs. But I guess we'll go upstairs here. Like you can see over here, pretty good stress cracks all over on the walls here. Well, that could be cleaned up, and a new coat of spray texture would make a big difference once all these cracks were repaired. And upstairs there's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. Just a small bathroom here though, just a toilet and a sink. Little bathroom with a vaulted ceiling here kind of coming down, just to show you. And around the toilet there, the floor is definitely swollen. I would probably clean this up in here and either put down some LVP or tile or something just to seal better, because they got a toilet sitting on wood floors, which is obvious why it's all swollen around the toilet. This upstairs room is nice. Got a dormer. It's a cute little house. I do like all the angled ceilings and stuff's kind of neat. And there's this closet for this upstairs bedroom. And then across from the stairs, there's another room over here. It kind of wraps around the front with another dormer. Really neat, like not square rooms, but kind of cool. And again, you can see touch-ups and cracks that have been kind of DIY jobs of people that clearly weren't drywallers or guys that knew what they were doing, patching up cracks all over. So yeah, you'd probably want to just go through and retape and retexture most of the house, because there's a lot of cracks. It's all in how picky your wife is. And there's a little bit closet in here as well. That's got room to hang stuff. Now we'll go downstairs. You can see a nice size crack across the ceiling there. Now there's definitely a good bit of taping to do if you were going to make it look nice again. I mean, it's just got a lot of stress cracks. A lot of patchwork. But nothing too horrible. Now let me figure out. Here's the main level bathroom. Little tiny sink. And you can see the kind of hang down curtain rod there for the old school shower in front of the window. But like I said, they've done some updates, just newer tile and stuff here in the last 10 years probably, in that newer cabinet. But for the only shower on the upper 2 levels though. Through the kitchen and down. We'll go back around and down, and then that's that back exit that goes downstairs. This one's got a lot better bathroom. It's just very low ceilings. I mean, I'm just to flip around here. You can see my head. Because that drops down for the air duct work. And got a nicer shower in here than upstairs. And then this wraps around to be the laundry room. And you got some cabinets and some hanger space down here. And I'm guessing this at one time must have had a radon test that was bad, because it's got a radon mitigation fan going. So, not that that's an issue, it's at least got the system already in, but it's clearly got a... At one time it must have had a bad radon test, or they wouldn't have done that on this old of a house. You got some more cabinetry in here. It looks like kind of a little hidden storage here underneath. It's not got a regular door on it, but all this just goes out to kind of a storage where the AC unit is and stuff. It's all, there's no switches, so it's all pull cords for everything down here, it looks like. And this is just the under the stairs area. Just a storage and your AC unit and heater, gas furnace. That water heater is really old looking, just as a heads up. So it's going to probably need a new water heater in the near future. But yeah, I'm not... Looks like they put a newer slider window in down here for the maintenance room. Go back out into the basement living area here. Yeah, this is like, I got a duct to walk through right here. You can see how low it is with my arm. I mean, I have to duck down to get under this ductwork here. And then there's kind of a little sitting area. I guess you'd put a couch and a TV, small couch or a love seat or something. And you got a bedroom here with a full-size window at least, so that's a legal bedroom with the egress. And again, these doors are maybe 6 foot tall, a little bit shorter than 6 feet. So these are really short little closet doors, just to make this feel decent. But this is a little room for sure. And you can see with the, that's at least, it does look like a standard doorway, but just to give you an example of where the ceiling height is there next to the door frame, you kind of get a feel for how far that ductwork drops down there on the ceiling. And then you have another room here, but it does not have the egress window. And it looks like your water meter and stuff is in the closet of this bedroom, as well as your breaker box and stuff. And clearly, obviously, the electrical's been redone because you got switches in weird spots where they had to fish wiring back through. Because the switches aren't by the entryways where you would want them if you were actually building it from scratch. So I'm sure it's had some electrical updates. All right. flip off the lights here. And I'm gonna go back through the house here one more time, and we'll go out the front door, and I'll just go do a quick walk around to the outside so you can see the outside of the house. But the kitchen is nice, it's just small. And yeah, I just don't know what you could do with that wall. You'd have to have a post and a beam across or something here. And you don't have very many cabinets as it is, so you almost hate losing that wall for cabinetry, because you have some cabinets at least there on the wall where the fridge is. And I don't know how you would rearrange your... There's just not room to really rearrange it much better, even if you knock the wall out, unless the kitchen became part of the front room. I'm gonna walk outside here real quick.
You got in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Call if you have any more questions.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your time. All right. And from the outside, there's a couple little flag things that you see that hole down there. It's like a built out where that front stoop was built out from the front of the foundation, and it's just a hollow area that has opened up underneath where this stairwell has sagged off. The stucco is nice looking overall. I mean, it's been painted up, but you got little stress cracks in the foundation there. But it's an old house. I mean, I guess I don't know how important that stuff is. It does look like at one time the cinder blocks bulged out and buckled a little bit there. You can see that on the foundation, that outside foundation wall. And again here. All this looks pretty good. And where the addition is added on, I mean, all that looks pretty dang good. You got a few little cracks there in that foundation as well. Obviously this part doesn't have the same space there. It looks like there's a crawl space opening there, right there in the leaves. Underneath that outlet, there's a crawl space opening for underneath this addition. And then up there you got a piece of missing siding. And it looks like a big stress crack on the stucco over there, over above that front window, right where that cable comes out of the side of the house. Kind of hard to tell from here. And the garage, it's just a simple old garage, but it doesn't look bad. And you got a nice little fenced area back here that you could have for your dogs. You could probably put a little taller fence across the front here and have a nice fenced area for the dog. But it is separate, because you kind of got an area you got to walk through from the house to get back here to the fenced area. And they did a little stonework and stuff back here for their grill. You got a little bit of a puddling area here that you might have pretty icy in the winter, but nothing too crazy. Looks like some more buckling a little bit there behind where the trash can's sitting. And this chase around the chimney, you can see where that's all wood. And it's definitely not looking great here in the corners. Yeah, I mean, it's just a simple, it's like it was made out of 1x4s and plywood. So it's not really what you'd traditionally see for a chimney chase, but it's definitely got some rot and some boards that need to be replaced. You got some more cracks over here. I'll walk around this front corner. This is what I was trying to point out from the back of the house. You got a pretty good sized crack in the stucco going up, and it goes all the way up that window frame from the top going up. And this is that egress that got added later. So this was cut in and done in the last probably 10 to 15 years, I would guess. All right. Well, that's pretty much it.